Holy macaroni and cheese, everybody! So you are going to buy a house today? So today, that's amazing. So you are trying to buy a house at 21 years old. So I actually buy a house when I was 21 years old. So I have a lot of experience and knowledge on how to buy a house. So in this video, I'm going to teach you on how to buy a house when you turn 21 years old. But technically, you can buy a house at 20 if you have a job, or 19. Okay, so which will be really hard, but so let me explain. So first thing you need is you must have 2 years of work experience. So 2 years of W2. This means that you have at least have a job when you turn 19 years old. So you'll be working the full year. It can be a part-time job, full-time job. As long as you can show a W2, you have a 2 year of work history, the bank will approve you for a loan. So how much loan you will approve for depends on how much you make. So 19 years old, get a job, part-time job, which will be really hard because most 19, 18, 19, 20 years old are still in college. So it'll be pretty hard, but the best way to do it is be your own boss, man. Like make YouTube videos or sell your oh my god, my cough is getting really bad. So sell your own products, be your own boss. So any type of job that as long as you make money, it will work. So second thing you need is 2 years of credit history. So for those you don't have much money or like not much money, for those you that don't spend much money or you're really cheap, I would recommend you get a credit card at age 18 or 19 years old. So how do you know if you're really cheap? So if you like go out and eat 2 or 3 times a month, and if you go out and eat like 2 or 3 times a month, you're not cheap. So you should not get a credit card. So if you go out and eat once a month or once every 2 months, you are cheap. You can get a credit card. Or if you can pay $5 for a Starbucks coffee, you are not cheap. You should not get a credit card. Or if you like buy clothes, wear new clothes every single month, you are not cheap. You should not get a credit card. No offense for those of you that do it. I'm just giving my own common sense definition. To know if you are cheap. I'm not a financial advisor, but that is just my common sense knowledge to know if you're cheap or not. Okay, so if you know you're cheap, I would recommend you get a credit card. And in the future, if you don't buy a house at 21 years old, but if you got a credit card and like use it and pay it off right away, I mean like in the next 24 to 48 hours pay it off, you will have like really good credit when you turn like 21 years old. So right now I have a credit score of 784, so it's pretty good. So moving on, we're going to talk about something called FHA loan. So oh, holy crap, my cough is getting really bad. So FHA loan, so it's a loan that only requires you to put down like 3.5%. So if you want to buy $100,000 house, you need $3,500 as down. Oh my god, I need to start coughing. So you need $3,500 as down payment. So the money have to be traceable. So it can be check that you deposit into the bank, so the bank can trace it, so it's from work money. So it cannot be cash that you take it out of your bed and try to get a cashier check for the down payment. No, that cannot work. So it had to be money that's traceable. So it had to be a proof of income that you actually earned from some kind of type of work. Okay, so it cannot be cash. So I will not recommend you that you leave cash in your house. It's not safe. If you put it in the bank, it's safe, they are insured, and it's traceable. If you want to do something with your money, it can be traced, and it's a lot easier. So just leave it in your bank, in the bank if you are already paying tax on it, and plus you get interest. So another downside of putting, there's a downside of putting like 3.5%. You will require to get something called PMI insurance. It's an insurance. It's insurance that you have to buy that if you put down less than 20% of the down payment. So you only put down 3.5, you will need the PMI insurance. So PMI stands for private mortgage insurance. So typically it's 0.5% to 1% of entire loan. So if you got $100,000 loan at 1%, you are paying around like $1,000 a year for the PMI insurance, or about $84 a month. Oh, excuse me. So that's the only downside to it. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna talk about is how do you know how much you can borrow. So usually bank will take 45% to 50% of your total monthly income as a way to measure how much you can afford a mortgage per month. So for example, for easy math, oh my god. So let's just say you make $1,000 a month after taxes. So 50% of that you can afford monthly mortgage payment of $500. So let's do some easy math on how much you can afford. You can borrow if you make $12,000 a year. I know we can't borrow like $126,000 because your monthly mortgage payment will be $601 plus tax and interest, which is a lot more than $500. Okay, so it is a lot more. So this goes down. Let's see, probably 55. So let's see if we can afford a $55,000 house loan. So 55,000 at 30-year term at 5% interest. Your monthly mortgage will be $295.25. Then we have to add in tax. So let's say it's $50 a month for tax on the $55,000 house. So home insurance, so that will be another $50 a month, and PMI insurance. So because of the 3.5% down, you have to get PMI insurance. So that's $84, like we say. So total monthly payment will be around $479, which means you can borrow up to $55,000 if you make around $1,000 a month. So $12,000 a year. So that's how you calculate it. So if you so you have to check your record or call the insurance company how much your insurance is, or how much you are paying for monthly, how much you are paying for taxes. It will be all included on your monthly payment. Okay, so that's like that's basically the calculation. You have to figure out yourself how much you are paying for insurance and taxes. So my calculation assumes that you don't have any student debt or credit card debt or anything like that. If you do have student debt, it will affect your debt to income ratio. So if you need help calculating how much you can afford, you can leave a text or message me, and I'll help you calculate how much you have to tell me how much you make, and I will help you calculate how much you can borrow and something like that. Leave a comment below and I will try to help. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I see you guys in the next video. Also, please don't forget to subscribe and smash that like button. I make videos about stock market, entrepreneurship, anything finance. Peace.